Hey everyone, I'm Kim Wilkinson of Empowered Life. I'm here with my new friend, Mardy. Hey Mardy, thanks for joining me today.
No problem, my pleasure.
I think we got connected by a mutual friend, and we kind of chatted about some stuff. We have lots of things in common as far as our vision for what we want to do for people. And I know you're going to be launching some really exciting stuff, and we're not going to give it away today, but just letting everybody know that you're going to be coming on here with me again and on your own page with some exciting news.
Yes.
And very, very excited that, first of all, thank you for doing the 4-week Empowered Transformation Program with me. And I'm so excited that you're going to come on board as an Empowered Life facilitator. You've got some incredible stuff to add to that of your own, like I said. So it's I'm really excited, and so many people are going to benefit from the help. So
thank you very much.
Thanks. So we wanted to do just a little bit of a testimonial and just share, first of all, how did you feel about the program? Were you a little nervous coming in? Was it what you expected? What would you say about your experience?
There was no nervousness due to the fact that I've been actually working on myself for quite a long time now. So I've been doing a lot of workshops and a lot of different kind of courses along the line of working on self and just trying to be the best version of myself. And that's in many different areas, from spirituality to mentally to financially to you name it, just being a better leader, being a better friend, partner. I've been doing it all. So I wasn't necessarily nervous, but I was very excited to do this because our mutual friend connected us. I love her and I trust her immensely. When she had said that with how amazing you are, I wanted to come and check out this workshop and get right aboard. Also, it's a 2-step, so you have to take this one to become the facilitator, and that's something that is just going to be another tool that I'll be able to use to help people. So yeah, I was really excited to come aboard.
Awesome. What did you really enjoy the most about the program, or what was maybe a pleasant surprise? Or
the connection with the people I enjoyed the most. That's always my favorite part in these workshops, is you meet what I call your support group, tribe, just more people that understand you, more people that understand just how important it is to do the work, to breaking old beliefs and old patterns and past traumas and all of these things. And sometimes in the world, it's not that people don't have them or don't want to be healed. I just don't think they know about going to do it. And I think a lot of people in the world live through the eyes of their trauma and live through the eyes of their belief system, not even knowing. So you can't really relate with them at times. So it's nice to have a group of people that just understand how important the work is. And I just met so many loving, amazing people through this. So that was my favorite part of it, for sure.
I think mine too. And it's interesting, right? Because we talk about trauma and grief and managing emotions, and then the program ends and there's almost this grief in the program ending. And we all were kind of mentioning through social media last week, like, we're not gathering together this Thursday night, and there's just some grief in that alone. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, there was. I definitely missed everybody last Thursday. It was different. It was a good couple hours of just connection that, whether you were feeling emotional or happy or whatever it was still connection, and you felt really supported and grounded. So yeah, it was really missed this Thursday.
Yeah, I think the nice thing too is it reassures everybody that we all have our shit, right? I mean, you're not alone. Nobody's alone. Everybody has their emotional baggage and their childhood wounds and their patterns and their behaviors. And so in a sense, it helps us to feel a little bit normal, maybe.
100%.
Myself included. I'm still working through that. And I learn something every time working. I love our group so much.
I think we always will.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there was somebody you knew that was sitting on the fence thinking, well, maybe I'd like to take this program, I don't know, what would you say to somebody if they're considering?
Well, I'll just share my experience with the program. I went into it, you know, hoping to grow and hoping to learn, and what I got from it was something entirely different. I shared it in the course, and I'll share it now. It was taking me back to my childhood, and a story that I heard a million times, and in this story, it involved my grandmother and my father, both unintentionally, not even meaning, and I'll still say today, did not mean it to come out in a terrible way or anything, but all the decisions that I've made in my life were based on the feeling of being not enough, and that's no one's intentional fault. It's not my parents' intentional fault. I have great, loving parents. It just was. I had a very, very, very over the top brother who was really excelled at everything. And I was more of the, well, he's trying really hard to excel at everything when I was younger, little awkward, shy. And so I kind of just hid in the shadows of everything my whole life. And I thought about it in every decision I've ever made. And I got this awareness from your program was based on that, never feeling enough. And then going any further, I'll go back to the story. The first thing that my father and my grandmother joked about when I was born is he needs a nose job. So it just was awareness to me when I was doing this, that the second I was born, the second I was created, I was already being judged. And that's something that, you know, I really got emotional from it, realizing that every decision I made was based around that. Now, some of those decisions turned out to be good things because I wanted to feel significant. So I did a lot of good things and positive things too. Like I started hitting the gym and I got stronger, but I also did a lot of bad things because sometimes when you're just looking for significance, it can come either way. So that awareness to me was really, really, really powerful and really strong for me. It was emotional, but it was freeing. And it just released so much for me and healed for me so much. So for anyone who wants to take this course, my advice would be go into it, but have an open mind. Go into it, but let everything come to you, because you don't necessarily know what you're going to get out of it. You're going to get something, but you don't necessarily know what you're going to get. You're going to go into it maybe looking for something, and you might get something else much more beautiful. So it was really, really one of the strongest realizations and awareness that I've had. So this course did that for me. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. What a great story. I love that story. And, you know, it's so true. And your story makes a good point that, you know, so much of our experience of life is lived unconsciously.
Yes.
And it can be these simple little things that are said in childhood or that happen in childhood that, you know, as a parent, and I'm, you know, I can definitely say I did those things or said things as a parent where now with the awareness and the consciousness, I think, oh, geez, what a terrible thing to say or do, right? But you only know what you know. And that's what's so great about this, is just becoming so much more conscious and understanding why we are the way we are so that we can then change what we want to change, right?
Absolutely. And like I said, my parents are amazing parents, and they did so much for myself, and that they only know what they know, and they did the best they could with what they know. Not to mention that they had their stuff when they were young that they're still trying to work through and stuff as well. So you only know what you know, and when you know better, you do better.
Do better. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. It's so true. Thank you so much for sharing all that. You also have just a few things that are in the works. I know we don't want to give it all away, but I think you're really, I love what you're doing to reaching out to support men. If there's anything else you want to share about that, that would be great.
Yeah, just, I think the best thing I can offer myself, or offer for people, is that I have done so many workshops, and I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on these things. And for myself, it was worth every penny. It's helped me to become the person I am today. But what I've kind of done is taken the best the things that really helped me from all of these different workshops, and I've kind of put it into a program, so it will save people a lot of money. Through me, if I could kind of share and help people with things. The one I'm starting right away is for males. 18 to 25 is kind of what I'm looking at, but by no means am I saying no to older men either. I just know if you know more or do know better, do better. I just know if I know now what I should have known when I was 21 or 22, it would have saved me a lot.
A lot of suffering, right?
A lot of suffering, yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of help, offer, guide, and actually give some tools to these guys to kind of help them out and kind of lead them in just less suffering for themselves. It's hard being anybody, but for males, you know, the stigma of,
absolutely,
you know, the one term that goes around so much is if you're oversensitive, you're a snowflake. Well, I'm a very, very, very sensitive guy. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I assure you, I am no snowflake.
No, you're not.
So I just want males and men to know it's okay to be sensitive. As a matter of fact, it's strong to be that. To wear your heart on your sleeve, to show compassion, to show love, to be a good leader, to be a good guider, I mean, women are so strong in this day and age, but it's still nice for them and important for them to be able to feel safe and safe around men. You know, there are a lot of women that had gone through some trauma with men, and I want to help them as well, just by showing up and showing them that there are men out there that are doing the work. There are men out there that are compassionate, are loving, are soft, are kind, and can be strong leaders by doing so. You know, they don't build walls, they build bridges, and that's what a leader should be in this world today, for, in my opinion, and that's what I want to show. And just by sharing experiences that I've done and tools that work for me, and I want to offer that. So that's going to be coming up. I'm going to be putting up a page on Facebook here soon. It's a group. It'll be a group page for my business, and that'll be the first thing that's on there. So I'll get on there, and when for people who want to look it up, it's going to be called Mardy Moves. So MARDYMOVES, and there'll be a bunch of different stuff on there that I hope I can help and support in any way.
That is so great. And it's funny how aligned we are, you know, bringing everything together. As you know, that was the whole purpose with the 4-week program, is bringing everything together. And then the idea of having this team of facilitators, you know, everybody teaching the same thing, but, you know, that can relate to different people or different demographics or meeting different needs. And I don't know if you know this, but for those of you watching, we just finished another 4-week group, and we had 3 men in the group, which was so exciting. We have a lot more women, but I know there was women in the group who, as you mentioned, you know, in the past have had unpleasant interactions with men, and there's a lot of fear there. And they actually commented to me how they really enjoyed having the 3 men in the group, and how it felt really comfortable. And I think it really helped them to overcome some of their fears that way. So fantastic.
Well, that's amazing. That's exactly so what great. I want to hear. And, you know, by sharing these things, it doesn't mean by any way that I'm not a perfect man at all, but I think that's why I have so much to offer, because I've literally been not more of a toxic man in my past, and that's where I think I can really show people that, you know, you're human, but you don't have to stay there. You can get out of it. You can change your mindset, change your beliefs, change your thoughts, heal traumas, and you can have such a more fulfilling, better life. And so, yeah, this your program again just reiterated with me that I'm on the right track, and showed me a little bit more of why I made the decisions I made, and brought me some more awareness, and also healed some past relationships and stuff I had too. I think your course is really, really amazing for anyone who wants to heal any kind of past relationships they had, want to connect and understand their inner child a little more. I just think it's a great course. And then obviously it's a perfect way in if you want to become a facilitator and help doing this yourself. So yeah, I have nothing but great things to say about your course and great experiences from there.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you so much.
for anybody who's maybe watching, who's thinking, man, I'd like to take this 4-week program with Mardy down the road. Come October, Mardy is going to be officially certified and ready to teach this program. And you'll be able to find Mardy's bio and contact info and all that stuff through my website as well. So you can check there and connect with him. And we'll be back sharing a little bit more about your stuff as it gets a little bit closer to unfolding. So thank you again so much for joining, for your kind words. I'm so grateful that we connected and that we're going to keep working together. Thank you, everyone watching, and have a great day.
Bye. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.